All right. I'm back in the mix. It's that boy Common Sense Crypto. And we had this little story the other day. I believe the first one to write it was kind of writing a hit piece against XRP and Ripple. I forget who wrote it. I believe it was from Coin Market Desk or something like that, where the guy says Moneygram shuns Ripple in favor of Visa. And that is not even remotely what is going on here. I wasn't even going to acknowledge that this exists because whoever wrote that does not possess not 1 ounce of common sense and should not be injecting opinions into anything, in my opinion. But fast forward to today. I kind of search around and then I find this article, which is more based on how I see things. This is written by Steve, I can't say the last name, Mashoki or something like that. But this is more along the lines of common sense. Common sense says if you need to use Visa cards, if you need to transfer money to people quickly in a system that works right now, you need to use a Visa card, a MasterCard, the big ones. You need to use the big ones. XRP is not ready for prime time. XRP Ripple is behind the scenes. It's not out in the front. Moneygram has no choice but to use a Visa to make this service viable. There's nobody walking around with an XRP Ripple credit card, debit card, none of it. It does not exist yet. So in order for MoneyGram to do this, they have to use the existing infrastructure. That is what is happening here. I'm not even going to look for the other article because it flat out said they shunned Ripple and XRP. How can you shun something that had no chance of ever doing what you're doing right now? It makes no sense where that article came from. But this article, I don't know if I'm going to read today. Maybe I just direct you to it. It's on CoinSpeaker. And I thought this was a better article. I kind of just wanted to throw this out there because there's so much misinformation that gets sent out along with the good news. And unfortunately what I've seen is the hit piece article has been put out more than a common sense approach at why MoneyGram's using Visa. I really didn't think it was a big deal. It was one article and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's trash. Whoever wrote that just needs to quit. But then it started popping up on Coinbase, and all kinds of news feeds. And it's like, that's the worst article about what's happening. Why do they post that? But I guess that's just where journalism and media is as it is right now. They have to do hit pieces to get the clicks, to get people to look. If it wasn't a hit piece, I probably would have never read it. Somebody else probably would have never read it. Because honestly, MoneyGram going through Visa, we already knew about. They just said they were going through Visa not too long ago. And then they said they were going right to the banks not too long ago. I did a video on it. How do you think they're going to get there? They have to use the credit system right now. And that's a whole nother aspect of this. Somebody was saying that, oh no, Visa's doing what Ripple does except better. No, they are not. Anything MoneyGram does with Visa will be based on credit. Will literally be based on we will settle it later. And there will be a high cost of doing that type of business for settling later because it will be based on credit. There's no other way to do it besides, guess what? Cryptocurrency, instant settlement. Otherwise, you are writing this transaction down on a piece of paper, figuratively, not literally. You're writing this transaction down on a piece of paper, and then you're settling it later. And what that involves is more cost. And what eventually happens is Visa and places like that start using cryptocurrency to settle instantly. So now you go from Moneygram, you go through Visa, but right now it stops with Visa because they have to give you credit for that transaction. So you're riding on credit until it settles. But in the future, when the cryptocurrency kicks in and everybody starts using it, they will be able to settle it then, which cuts out all the extra settlement cost. That's all later. But I kind of wanted to put this out there right now. Whoever decided that Moneygram had shunned a $50 million investor who owns 10% of the company, they have to be out of their mind. I mean, how do they remember to breathe all day? Nobody says, hey, you own 10% of the company, but we don't like you and we're not going to use you. That's not even remotely plausible at all. There's no common sense involved in that at all. What's happening here is that Visa is in everybody's pocket. You open your wallet, there's a Visa in there. There's not an XRP card. There's not a Ripple card. There is a Visa card. That is what's happening. You do not launch something that you say can get money to you right now unless there's something already in your pocket that can get you the money right now. This is common sense stuff. And hopefully this helps shed some light to some people that might have taken that article as gospel and said, hey, what's going on here? Oh no, my XRP investment is trash. I need to sell it because now they're going to use Visa. That's not the purpose of teaming with Visa on this. The purpose of teaming with Visa is to do business right now. And the future of Visa is to do business with Ripple later to clean up the fat on the back end so that Visa can do business better later. Or whoever, it's going to... I don't think that stuff's going to go away. Visa and MasterCard and all that stuff's not ever going to go away. They're just going to clean up their business by using cryptocurrency. Just like the banks are doing, just like we're doing with Mexico right now. Ripple moving MoneyGram stuff over Mexico, over XRP. They're just going to clean it up. But you've got to be able to get onto somebody's credit card that's already in their pocket. And that's all MoneyGram is doing. Don't listen to the BS. Whoever wrote that, whoever their boss is, needs to take a second look at why they're writing or whatever they do there. Anyways, my opinions based on facts, and that's all I got today. I probably got something else. It's been a while since I made a video. Please like and subscribe, ring a bell. Whatever else they've added to YouTube, do it. Help my little channel out. Common Sense Crypto out.